This is Steve Feldman, publisher of Floor Covering News. I'm here with Kurt Denman, Chief Marketing Officer of Congoleum. Kurt, how you holding up in all this insanity?
Well, Steve, all things considered, I think holding up pretty well. A little bit stir crazy, maybe a little bit. Every day is a little bit of a new day, trying to manage things remotely, navigating, sharing workspace with a spouse, and is certainly been an interesting adventure as well. Lots of cooking adventure, lots of weird workout things that sometimes go well, sometimes go off the rails, but all things considered, grateful to be healthy, and certainly our teams at Congoleum have managed to stay healthy as well. So we're pretty lucky.
That's important. Let's talk a little bit about the first couple of months of the year. Coming out of Surfaces, what were you most excited about? What was gaining some traction, prior to this virus hitting?
Well, there were a couple of key launches that we were focusing on at Surfaces. First would be Traversa Prime, which is our rigid core SPC-based product that we were just introducing. And I'll give you just a quick summary. It's really intended to replace our WPC product, the original Traversa and Traversa ID. And this version is not manufactured in China, so it has a significant price benefit, but still features our smart lock click system, and it has an IXPE backing for improved sound dampening. So all told, I mean, the impact resistance, it's really going to be a great product. And we're also introducing a new merchandising system with it that was really well received at Surfaces. And it displays all 30 of the designs, the wooden and stone designs, in a waterfall fashion that really got great feedback at the show.
Then the virus hit.
Then the virus hit.
What have you been doing in response to this slowdown?
Well, we've also been fortunate in that the order rates, while they have slowed down a little bit, have not been decimated. And so we're grateful for that. We're grateful for the fact that we're considered essential. And so our plants have been running. And again, our employees have remained healthy. So we're in a good situation there. Our inventories are strong. Our shipments have been good. The downside certainly is not being able to aggressively launch the products that we had intended to on the timeline that we had intended. On the upside, I suppose it gives us a little bit more time to make sure that we've developed further pieces of our strategy, and that we've got the implementation ready to go as soon as the economy starts to open back up. So it's given us an opportunity to circle back on a lot of things, Steve, to be honest with you. We updated our training modules, and so we've spent a lot of time reaching back out with our distributor reps and with retail sales reps to make sure that we use the time as efficiently as we possibly can, and make the best of it.
In the past, we've kind of learned that the companies that stay in contact with their customers, with their retailers during this downturn, are best positioned on the recovery side, to do better business. What have you guys been doing to stay in contact with, your key customers, over like the last month?
Yeah, well, as you know, we have a pretty focused sales team, and they've been in constant contact with our the leadership groups at our distributors, and they've been working to help coordinate all of that training through to the retail sales associates. So there's actually been quite a bit, and there's still project work that's going on. And so our folks have really been quite busy making sure that we're not dropping any of those balls along the way, making sure that they know that we're here, that we're manufacturing, that operations are continuing as usual, so that we're there to service the needs of the marketplace today, and certainly will be well poised to take care of any of those needs after things clear up.
Let's talk a little bit about Clio. Great product. Is that going to be a primary focus for you guys coming out of this downturn?
Well, there's actually a lot of exciting things, I think, in terms of Clio. if you look at Clio Home, we featured it again at Surfaces. We continue to roll out displays. We continue to train and get people up to speed on it. There's a lot of R&D work going on around Clio Home in particular. As you know, it's a glue-down product in a bit of a click and float market. So there's work going on with that. And it is really a platform that we believe so much in, with its PVC-free construction and no VOCs, and it's all of the amazing attributes like the direct-to-print digital that leaves the visuals so stunning. So putting a lot of time and attention to make sure that the product roadmap for that is very robust. That's Clio Home. Clio Contract, one of the most exciting things, and I hadn't mentioned this to you yet. I'm not sure, Steve, if you know the name Cynthia Hubble. This is breaking news.
I do know the name.
Yeah, she has just come onto our team, and she was most recently with Mohawk, leading their healthcare and senior living segments. And so we are incredibly excited about that. Cynthia is going to be leading our commercial efforts, including Clio Contract. So the platform for that, she's very excited about, certainly because of that PVC format, PVC-free format of Clio, and how well it sort of dovetails into those segments. But she's really setting up to help us really fine-tune and establish the strategy, not just for Clio Contract and the PVC-free platform, but for a broader entrance into the commercial market. So it's really an incredibly exciting time, I think, for a lot of reasons. It's just an unfortunate timing, but as far as what we have coming up, I think we've got some really, really exciting things to finish up the year with.
I've seen those Clio Contract designs. I think they're awesome. I think you guys did a great job with that.
Yeah, it's just the beginning. I think the initial feedback has really been incredibly positive, not just on the designs, but on the collateral that's been created and the story behind it. And we've been doing a lot of work on the websites and really trying to make sure that we put our best foot forward. We're going to be bringing those samples to people through Material Bank. So there's a lot of exciting things that are going to be coming along pretty quickly after things loosen up here in terms of the virus.
Well, Kurt, I thank you for talking to me and taking part in this today. Next time I see you, I'll buy you a drink.
Well, I'll hold you to that, Steve. Thank you for taking the time. Certainly appreciate talking to you. I'm glad that you're well and reasonably unaffected by the virus, and hopefully
going out of my mind, but yeah,
exactly. A little bit of that. It's okay, but hopefully we'll all be back at it full force sooner rather than later.
From your mouth to God's ears. See you soon.
All right, Steve. All right, be well. Thanks.